Hey everyone, I am just doing a very quick live because we had some pretty exciting news today when I woke up and I got an email from the Gourmand World Book Awards to say that we were added to a list, and I had no idea what it meant. But it appears that one of our cookbooks, Keto Loco, has won an award. So we can't officially add it, any of the information or anything like that, to our website as yet, or put labels on our books. But the one cookbook that everybody has been raving about for over 12 months now has officially been recognized by somebody else as a good book. So that's pretty exciting for us. So today I was just going to go and quickly show you through it just because I'm excited about it, of course. And I've actually written some little notes on the front covers of all of our books because I often get emails of everybody saying, which one do I start with? What comes in each book? Are they Thermomix? Are they regular cookbooks, etc.? So we'll go into a little bit about that. It's not going to be a long live, so stick with us and I will quickly flick through the books. And then I'm going to ask you, well, I'm not going to ask you, but I'm going to tell you what I'm planning on either two ways of doing a new cookbook for Christmas. So still a long way away yet. But I want you guys to help shape the book. The one thing that's super important to me is creating relative books for you that make your life easier, that you'll buy and love, and something that you want and need that's not on the market as is. We can, of course, bring out new books as we do each year with new recipes, so you've got some things new, exciting. But I am swinging to maybe doing something different. So still recipes, of course. But anyway, we'll get to that very shortly. So for those of you who have not ever looked at Keto Loco, have a copy of it, whether it's digital, because we've got it in both ebook and hard copy. There is some stock left. It was released originally in 2020. It was a limited book. Some of you will know we had some of our product that had not binding issues, but they were put together incorrectly, and some of them had sweets in the savory section type thing. So we ended up getting a lot of extra stock as a compensation. So we still have some stock left. So that was a limited book, and that's why we still got stock left. Otherwise, we would have sold out a long time ago, okay? But thankfully, it's still around for when we were, up for these awards, which is pretty incredible, hey? But anyway, I'm going to flick the camera around, and we'll go into a little bit about the books, and then I'll come back and tell you a little bit about what we're going to possibly do for 2022 on 22/02/2022. Good timing. So that you can actually help us shape what's going to come later this year in our cookbooks, which is hopefully really exciting to everybody. Okay, let me flip this around. Alrighty, so this is the one cookbook. You can see we've got all the books lined up. These are all the ones that we've got in hard copy left in our collection. We do a lot of limited edition books to keep everything fresh and new. So as I said, I put little stickers on the front because people always ask me, what's a book to start with, what's it about, blah, blah, blah. I do write little things on here, so using locally sourced ingredients. So Keto Loco was created to be easy for everything. So easy to source ingredients, easy to make, easy to enjoy. So my recipes aren't technically difficult. They're not recipes that take a hell of a lot of kitchen time because I absolutely hate spending a lot of time in the kitchen. So that's what you get in every one of our cookbooks anyway. The recipes in this one were all supposed to be like vibrant and delicious and recipes for all year round. So we'll have a quick look in this one because this is the one that's, a special award for it. So we have, as we usually do in a lot of our cookbooks, the back section, which we do simple recipes for all our seasonings and basics and stuff like that, so that those of you who want to eat super clean can, without having to buy supermarket tomato sauces or spices and stuff like that, because a lot of them weren't on the market at all when we wrote these cookbooks. Every book is photographed by myself, so we do everything as much as we can in Australia. And you can purchase Keto Loco on our website. We have even the store on the side of the Facebook group, but I'll get Dave to pop the link in the conversation as well so that you can get a direct link to Keto Loco, and it's available in ebook or hard copy for anyone that's asking. But remember, it is a limited book, and once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so all of our recipes do include conventional and Thermomix recipes. So if you don't have a Thermomix, that's fine. My cookbooks are always written first and foremost for a traditional cook. All the recipes have loads of information, lots of substitutes that are very accurate in the substitutes and give you the recommendations with those substitutes rather than just, one that you can source yourself. Every recipe is written with so much passion and love. Like, I am honestly one of the most passionate foodies. I know there's other people just like me. I'm not saying I'm one of a kind, but, food has been my thing for my entire life, and I want every cookbook to be exactly like that. So you can see, like, every picture is given love. It's not just slapped on a plate and photographed against a board. You can see these notes. The notes are to actually not only help you with the recipes, but I like to actually get in basically into the kitchen with you and actually help you make the recipes at the same time. So that's what we do through all of the books. All of our recipes have a dietary guide. They all have how many serves there is, the per serves, the calories, your net carbs, your protein, and your fat. For those of you who are more into proteins than fat, the majority of my cookbooks are based more around hitting the protein marks and the fat mark. So not super high fat. You'll only find, like, say, a few of my recipes might be with things like pork belly. That's quite rare in my cookbooks. You can see I take a real fresh approach to my cookbooks. I like our keto not to be all yellow and brown. So you see colour. That salad, of course, is a side dish, so it's not where you're going to eat the whole lot of the strawberries, but we create recipes that you can build and meal plan with the others. And as I said, this book is all year round, so we have a few soups in here, we have salads in here, we have desserts in here, snacks in here, basics in here. We have pork, lamb, beef, seafood, chicken, things in mugs. But as you can see, everything is written and given a lot of attention and love to make your cooking more enjoyable. And this one was also based around meal planning and just making everything a little bit more fun and delicious. Tempura fish. Who doesn't love or want a perfect beer battered replacement fish? Well, that is in this book as well, and you won't find it in any of my other recipes on the website. Kerala salmon is one of our most popular recipes from this book as well, surprisingly. Simple things like cheesy beef quesadillas, and we have a couple of wrap alternatives in here as well too. Danishes, scones, muffins. Not that was a scone picture, but they're in here somewhere. This amazing picture of some halloumi tacos that are in a simple, easy to make soft taco shell with a very simple, again, sausage-made mixture for the tacos with the red pickled onions and your toppings. There's our beautiful halloumi wrap. Nice and simple. There's our amazing scones. I saw somebody today commenting about the scones and saying that their non-keto friends go crazy because they're actually mile-high cheese and bacon scones. Again, every step in the books are all done step by step, and the recipes are written for cooks of all levels, okay? So that is our amazing cookbook that is up for an award. Well, it's, like I said, it's official but unofficial. It's won its special award category. Okay, our newest cookbook, Keto Mojo. So these are the two that a lot of people are tossing up between at the moment. As we go along with cookbooks, we should always get better, right? The whole one about this cookbook was it was supposed to be simple, delicious, 3 ways to cook. So every recipe that where we can has conventional, thermal, and air fryer. Fast and easy recipes, fresh and light recipes, and that focus on protein over fat. Do you have an overarching index that covers all of your recipes that tells you? Yes, Helen, if you go into our Facebook group, which I'm pretty sure you're in, the main one, you will actually find there is an index in there. And if you've purchased any recent books, you actually get a copy of the index in there as well with the PDF. So it actually shows you all of the recipes. So this one I also did it where I wanted it to look like it was a cover front and back. And as you can see, it's got Inspire on it. This book was really meant to inspire. and for everybody to love. This one, we introduced a new dietary cooking legend, which actually shows you the freezer icons on every page, the fridge with a number in it that tells you how many days it can be kept in the fridge, whether it's a make-ahead meal, whether it's an air fry meal, a one-pot meal. We have vegan options, vegetarian options. Every recipe is sugar-free in the book. Egg-free options, nut-free and dairy-free. Every recipe is gluten-free and grain-free in every single book that you see here. Okay, sorry, my phone's just telling me to rotate. Full index, massive index, over 120 recipes in Keto Mojo. There's 110 plus in Keto Loco, I think, from memory. It gets a bit blurry after a time. Our recipe books always do contain things like our measuring guides and our essentials, or your alternative is a glossary with the ingredients listed, so that if there's anything that you don't quite know, you can look in the back and probably find it there. If not, you can contact me. Again, as you can see, the simple guides with the icons there for you, the conventional and thermal methods. In this one, we went into highlighting the thermal method steps too, so you can see at a glance that it's very easy to see the steps within each recipe. Our alternatives, so like we've got our keto tortillas here. You can see we've actually got 5, got to count, 5 versions, including a vegan version, just to confirm all of these are tested as well, so they're not just made up and just say, you know, have a go at it. Every recipe in the cookbook is tested by a team of testers. At the most, we have up to, I think, 20 plus testers on books, but I do try and split it so it makes it easier to manage. We make simple recipes in this one. Again, at the back, like we said, every photograph that you see in the book is taken by me. Again, lots of love and passion, just trying to show off the food and show you up nice and close, so what it looks like, so that you know how it's supposed to look. Say, for instance, like our choc hazelnut gelato. And we've got lots of different alternatives. So this one's all the sweets in here. All our mains are divided in this book. It's made where it's stackable meals, so like the Blimey chicken or Zeus Street chicken can go with loads of the different salads. The Huli Huli chicken can go with a simple noodle like you see pictured, but it can go with the Japanese cucumbers. We've got Mongolian sanchoy wow, so instead of going in normal sanchoy bao, we went a sanchoy wow with chicken. We've got sheep pan meals, which is everything's cooked on the one. So yeah, just simple. I'll just flick through. But again, you can see the same sort of thing. Notes, serves, the guides. Oops, I'll try this one. Sorry, I'm bouncing around. The fridge with the number on it. So this make your own doner kebabs at home. You can keep the doner kebab meat in the fridge safely for up to 4 days. Again, it depends on your fridge temperatures and stuff. They're just a guide, okay? So they're not hard and fast rules. The Fertaya di Bijibni, it's like a pita, blackened salmon tacos, Bloody Mary fish. We've got our amazing pasta, which I shared onto the website. This is one of the versions with the creamy garlic prawn tagliatelle. Everybody loves creamy garlic prawns. I polled about this. So a lot of the recipes you see aren't me just trying to come up with something delicious for you. I do things like this, ranch salmon sausage rolls. Nobody would have requested that, but it's already a firm favourite amongst people who've got this book. So yeah, you can just see this is Keto Mojo quickly. But you can see, yeah, this is one that's got a few methods. So you can see air fryer, thermal, and conventional. In this book, we did actually do where we did the ingredients on the left and all of the method on the right, and the notes either on the left underneath the ingredients or across the bottom, and the guides. Okay, so, and this one might look like a sweet donut, but it's actually a savoury one. So nice, fun, beautifully presented books. I want the book to be beautiful. I want you to love every picture and even aspire to, you know, making your food look a little bit nicer. Love to attend a cooking class with you. Yeah, Del. We did have one a couple of years ago before COVID hit in the February. So it's actually 2 years since we did that one. It had amazing reception. We had people flying in from other states, so that was pretty exciting. We'd love to do it again, but we'll just wait till everything's settled down a little bit. Crunchy spoon salad. So we've got like some beautiful dishes here. I always do some sort of nice loaf in all of my cookbooks. I think a nice loaf that you can have with a tea or coffee is always pretty fun. Parmesan shortbread based on an old Christmas recipe. If you, I think it might have even been Women's Weekly originally. But yeah, we've done some different things. Salt and vinegar chips. Make your own, what do you call them? Electrolytes and flavour them. So we did light and easy and stuff like that. So again, another beautiful book. Slow cook keto, perfect for this time of year. Slow and fast. So slow and fast to me means it doesn't actually have pressure cooking for all of the instructions. We polled about this and nobody seemed to be really keen on pressure cooking. But I love pressure cooking. Anyway, the fast bit is that it doesn't take you a lot of time to cook anything in this book. So this one actually came before Mojo. It's only just not even 6 months old. It's an amazing book. Things like Texan chili, cornbread, beans, cold cannon, make your own pastrami, make your own brownies in your slow cooker, a Toscana chicken salad. So, you know, like Tuscan chicken made into a salad, beautiful chicken tinga tacos, you know, recipes that can be made for all year round that you'll enjoy in the summer and in the winter. Slow cooker does not need to just be beef stroganoff slop. Not that I mean slop in a bad way, but I just mean as in, you know, something rich and saucy. So you can make nice light things, things for the lunchbox. You know, those pastrami bagels that I just flicked past are amazing. Hashes, beef stroganoff a different way. Vietnamese beef cheeks, some beautiful soups. So again, you can see, and it's the same sort of thing. All the notes down the bottom, serves, all the nutritional. We did the fridge up to however many days, make ahead meals, one pot, your instructions. Some of them are all on the left, and then the different methods each way. Like I said, some of them do actually have pressure cooking in there because it might be something that is achievable. But anyway, that's the slow cook keto. Healthy family. So people are asking a lot for family meals. What we did with this one is I based my original two first big books, Keto Eats and The Healthy Family, around the top food or meals on the top 100 list globally. So there's a lot of recipes that you'll recognise in here, like, say, lemon chicken on the front. So we've done a keto lemon chicken. Trust me, there's like nothing in here that's not green, like green list, clean food. So it's family meals that are made to give you more time to spend with your family. So from toddler to oldies, all of our books are tested with our testers with families with toddlers. We've even had 2 new babies in the past year from our testers, and we've got some with kids, up to 3 kids under the age of 6. So we got to get the tick of approval from all the little kiddies, and less time to cook and more time to relax. Family meals enjoyed all around the globe. So again, same sort of thing, nice easy recipes where you can enjoy more time sitting back and relaxing because they are made very simply, okay? Again, same sort of thing. We've got the guides down the bottom, ingredients, methods, picture with love. This book also heavily features reusing a lot of the recipes throughout the book so that you can make one recipe and use it in another. So we have a Greek lamb shoulder, you use it in a shepherd's pie. We've got the char siu banh mi, but it also has a char siu pork. So, and the rolls. So there's, several things used in the same recipe there. So it's where you tend to use the entire book rather than only part of it. The corned beef in this book is amazing. Beautiful seafood too, by the way. Even gin-cured salmon, so you can make your own gin-cured salmon from raw salmon and make your own sort of cold smoked salmon from at home. Beautiful. And then we've got our little ones. Our lunch book, it's all nut-free. It's all for lunchbox for the kids, from the kids to the office. So it's a book where the kids will love it, but you will too. We've made it fun with some kiddie little things in it, little bolts of lightning and stuff, but the recipes transfer to both oldies and youngies. Okay, so that was a fun little one. And then we also had Everyday Keto from this year, which is everyday ingredients, easy recipes, and enjoy every day. So again, we just had Biscoff donuts, Scotty, ice cream. I've obviously hit the sweet section. Our loaf that we always do. These Mongolian meatballs are insanely good. But yeah, you can see similar sort of things. We've got the methods, we've got the notes and the nutritional, all of the things that you want in your cookbooks. Okay, so that is our 6 books that we've got in the store at the moment. And this is our one that's like been recognised, which is lovely. And I'm going to flick back around to me. Yay. Oh, look at me. And I've just got a list here. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you about what we do for 2022. As you've just seen through the books that we've gone through, I do have a similar kind of theme that carries through. I'd say it's my kind of style that I like to have recipes for every kind of meal because, hey, I want to eat breakfast sometimes at 6 p.m. I don't eat breakfast ever in the morning, but I don't mind an occasional breakfast kind of meal like chia puddings or whatever like that at night. So we've always done those kind of meals that are all supermarket ingredients, easy recipes, ones that you can wow your friends who aren't keto, and ones that are suitable for the whole family. For 2022, for our one cookbook, because I'm only doing one book this year, we will do ebooks, so whatever gets the lesser vote out of these will go into an ebook anyway, because one particular style is not suitable for the website the way it is set up, and the other one is putting recipes onto your website that people don't search for on Google is not a good thing. Okay, so like keto lemon chicken, people don't really search for that, but hey, when you got a recipe for it, you bloody well use it, right? Because it's like amazing, and you want to eat fake away that tastes good from somebody that you know and trust that puts a lot of work into their recipes. Okay, so the 2 choices: do we do traditional one? And I'm just gonna flick over. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm showing here because I'm looking at my computer. So if I do one that is similar to what we've already done, here's a little example of some of the recipes that I've already got, and I'm just going to flick through a few because I've got them all in brackets of different parts of the book. So if we did things like bacon hashi muffins, satay noodle cakes, walking nachos, if you know what they are, Italian muffaletta roll-ups, katsu chicken, chicken schnitzel, biryani chicken, karaage chicken, devil sausages, chili mac and cheese, Salisbury steak, Korean beef ribs, roast lamb with sofrito, bun cha, chorizo meatballs, porchetta, Chinese dumplings, harissa lamb, zucchini salad, Szechuan cabbage stir fry, lemon butter grilled fish, fish sticks, curry prawns and rice, German hot potato salad, Cypriot salad, carrot cake muffins, chocolate Bavarian cheesecake, sticky date pudding without dates, by the way, grilled steak and chimichurri, green shakshuka, chicken souvlaki, all those kind of things. If I was to put all that into a book, is that the sort of thing that you're looking for? Same sort of style as what we do, new recipes. I would put a little bit of an extra twist in there of where I want to go with this other book, but not as heavily as what we would do with the other one. So our other option, I've just written it down here because so it would be a book on meal prep planning, but it would not be, from what I gather, I've looked through, as crappy as some of them are. I would be showing you a recipe and like one main recipe and then showing you 4 ways to serve it. So it could be as simple as a breakfast muffin batter that you create, and I show you how to make it 4 ways with the same batter so that you would actually have 4 different kinds of muffins if you wanted to in one batter and in one bake. And some would be savory and some would be sweet. It could be something as simple as like a chicken dish, which I teach you how to make the chicken dish. And then we create it into 4 completely different meals where they are not even suitable, like not suitable, recognizable. So for me, it would be about showing you how to make something basic that's flavoursome, but how to change it in multiple ways. Okay, for example, I've just done the savoury mince onto the website. I am going to actually show you different ways to make that same recipe on the website, multiple ways. But let's just say, like, instead of like, okay, so you've got a kilo of mince, you divide it in half, you put it in, or even put it all into the one saucepan, cook it all, take it out, then add to some of it some more tomato paste, a little bit more tomatoes, a little bit of broth, turn it into a bolognese, or add some chili. And then with that chili beef, you could actually have meals for a chili taco or a chili lasagna, or then you put it into a mug lasagna and you freeze it, and then that goes into another week. So it's where every main recipe, as in one simple recipe, would have 4 ways to serve it, and then you would actually get not just where it's in the notes, you would actually get 4 recipes and the images of how it looks for that same recipe, but changed completely. So it's budget cutting, time saving, planning for meals, still all nutritionally balanced, mainly focusing on the protein as we do in most of our recipes, all ingredients that you will know and recognize, and still be family friendly and stuff like that too. I think that's just for a lot of people, and it could still be recipes that stand alone on their own as well. So it's not like you have to be a meal planner or a meal prepper, but what I would be trying to do is that you could actually do a whole week's meal prep, and you would get meal plans with it in just a few hours, and not just have 4 meals to choose from for the week. You might have 12 to 16 meals, or even more, depending on how fast you can cook, that you've made from the same ingredients, slightly changing them, and then either putting them into meal plan containers or having them pre-prepped or partially prepped or all done and then just assemble at the time, or they could go into lunches, and that it'll all be different. Like, it could be like I'm making a green goddess salad, a green goddess dressing, but then showing you how to serve it in something that's hot, say with marinara, or in a salad, in a jar mason salad, or I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah, I would come up with 4 different ways. So it would be a different kind of thing. I would go along the lines of it being called smart meal prep, and possibly labeling it under low carb rather than keto. But in saying that, no ingredient changes. No, all of my recipes are usually around that 2 to 4 grams of carbs per serve. We have an occasional one that might go to about 10 grams, but they're still clean keto. It's just vegetable matter that usually pushes them up, like tomatoes, garlic, onion type thing. But I would be putting it under that low carb banner because keto just lost its shine a little bit for some people, or they think it's too strict. And as far as you know, I'm strict in low carb, but I make great food. So anyway, I'm going to put it up for a poll, but I did want to say it out loud so that people can see it and people can watch this back and know where I'm coming from, because with one book, I'm going to be putting all my eggs into one basket. And of course, without cookbook sales, we don't have a business, and I can't afford to, keep topping up the website. The website, of course, is getting so much new content. We have just migrated it to a new web care plan. It's going to have a new theme. We invest so much money into that website. So, and I give you so many free recipes. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. Just keeping it sweet. So do we just do what we do best and put out a best of Megan Mad Creations style recipes that cover all your normal, like, light and easy meals, main dinners that are still buildable with those sides and salads and soups and desserts and basics? Or do we go down the route, and it would still have those things, it would still have snacks and a few desserts, but mainly meals that would be done 4 ways for each kind of recipe into 4 unrecognizable meals directly from it. It won't be like I'm making satay chicken and here's satay chicken and rice and here's satay chicken in a salad with some light green leaves and here's satay chicken with, pasta. We would do things really different so that it would be exciting, but it's where you make 1 kilo of chicken and you can make it in 4 different ways of 4 meals, because I personally hate eating the same thing twice. some things, my Aussie chili, I can eat all week. Majority things I don't eat on a regular, and I'm not a big meal prepper, but I would like to be, because I would like to actually have meals that I enjoy ready in the fridge, and Dave would too, because he never gets any food. But anyway, pop it in the comments. If you want to grab one of the Keto Locos while they're still there, it's in the store. Of course, there's plenty of books in there, and they're all available digitally as well for those of you who are overseas and don't want to pay shipping rates, because we don't control that shipping. It's all on a shipping table and calculates for you. But anyway, I hope you loved seeing a little look through the books. And yeah, if you only just joined us, you can watch this on the replay. You can have a look through the books, learn a little bit more about what we're about, and also weigh in on whether we go smart meal prep for the year or my creation style. Okay, anyway, lovely to catch us all. Very exciting day. Happy 22/02/2022. See you.